What? So Dix the Musical is, as y'all can imagine, a new musical comedy brought to us by A24, directed by Larry Charles. In the film, we follow two characters, Craig and Trevor, portrayed by Josh Sharp and Aaron Jackson, who work at a company and they discovered that they are, well...
Wow, we're twins! We're fucking identical twins!
What do they decide to do? Swap places to get their divorced parents back together. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Dix the Musical.
Excellent!
As far as the things that I liked about this movie, here's what I can say. Josh Sharp and Aaron Jackson have really good chemistry together. Not just great screen chemistry, but great comedic chemistry. Even though I'll get to the comedy later on, but still, Josh Sharp and Aaron Jackson have great chemistry together. And I would generally like to see where they go next in terms of their acting careers, because they were generally really a good duo on screen. There is one, maybe two numbers that I can think of right now that might stay in my head for a little bit. One particular which I thought was easily the best tune in the entire film. The production design, the costume design, the overall look of the film with the color palette. This is a movie that without a doubt it looks good, and there are some parts the colors look terrific. There were a couple of moments in this movie that definitely did get a chuckle out of me.
Well, that's just fucking great!
Musicals, for me, are really a tough sell, as there's only a couple of reasons why I could actually go see a certain musical. When it came down to this specific musical, there were two things about this movie that I was like, you know what? I'll give this movie a shot. One, A24, and two, the director Larry Charles, who made Borat, one of the funniest films of the 2000s. Knowing those two things, I was like, you know what? Hey, a Larry Charles musical brought to us by A24. This could be a really fun and a fucking hilarious musical. About that, I am still trying to figure out what in the shitting hell I just watched. Josh Sharp and Aaron Jackson, while they have great chemistry, they seriously do, their actual characters are so unlikable that I couldn't get behind them whatsoever. Not only are they just straight up assholes, they're douchebags, they're obnoxious, they're annoying, they're irritating. It's not just those two that are obnoxious. Everybody in this film is obnoxious. There is a specific scene involving, I'm pretty sure it's Josh Sharp as he is seeing his mother in the film. There has just been this movie that legitimately, I cannot tell you how much I want this bit to end. Speaking of the next thing I gotta talk about, now, as you guys know, Dix the Musical is, well, a musical. How are the musical numbers? Besides one, maybe even two numbers, which I actually thought were kind of entertaining, the other numbers in this movie, dear God. There is a particular bit in this movie that involves Megan Thee Stallion. This musical number was torturous to sit through, and as soon as it ended, I literally went, thank God. Lord have mercy. Oh my God, thank God that's over. It's one of those movies that I feel like is trying to attain the style of, let's say, Rocky Horror Picture Show, like a cult musical. Rocky Horror Picture Show is a movie that not only has charm, it has fun characters, it has style, personality, and it has memorable musical numbers to this day. Like, come on, Sweet Transvestite, Time Warp. Dix the Musical, however, has none of the charm, none of the personality, and none of the memorability, if that's even a word. I just made that up right there. Rocky Horror Picture Show has had the right to earn that term cult status, because that is a movie that over the years since it has developed, it has earned the right to call it a cult movie. Dix the Musical, however, is a movie that tries to just aim right for that status. When it comes down to the term cult status, that is a title and a term that doesn't just come to you if you aim for that term. Just saying to be a good musical, not a cult musical. Besides the moments which I actually did chuckle at, I did not laugh during this movie whatsoever. Like, no belly aching, no LOL moments, no LMFAO moments, none of those moments. This movie's not only trying to be crass, it's trying to be outrageous, and it's trying to have so much shock value, all just for the sake of it. Just because you have things that are rude and crass and outrageous out of nowhere will not make your movie funny. There has to be a point to it. There are things in this movie that happen, and there are things that are shown in this movie that genuinely just shocked me, and it made me look away from the screen. I just kept thinking, what the fuck? And then there's the film's ending. They had the balls, they had the kahunas to do what they did. But it was just too much. I just thought it was too much.
And here we go.
So overall, Dicks the Musical definitely has an audience out there, that's for certain. But unfortunately, I am not in that audience. Dicks the Musical not only annoyed me, it irritated me, it was obnoxious, it was crass, it was outrageous and over the top just for the sake of those said things. Dicks the Musical reaffirms why musicals are among my least favorite genres of film. All in all, I'm gonna give Dicks the Musical a 0.75 out of 5. Again, I completely understand this movie has an audience, and if you like this movie, or if in fact you love the film, I'm happy for you. But unfortunately for me, I could not stand this movie. So comment down below and let me know. Have you guys seen Dicks the Musical? What did you think of the movie? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed my review of Dicks the Musical. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, if my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.